So what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. The book is entitled "Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father" at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link is in the description box below. They asked me to put it up. I put it up. This video is entitled "So When Can Black Men Date Whomever?" So I sent the topic to O'Shea last night, and this is a spinoff of that. You know, I see online and I look at videos and look at the comment sections about brothers dating choices and dating options, and one of the things I see consistently is there's no threshold to say, okay, this brother done all of these things, he's free to date whatever, whomever or whatever. Now, we don't need your permission, but I just want to put this in a way so some of y'all can understand this. Like, how many guys do you have? How many guys? What the heck? How many women does a guy have to approach for him to say, "I'm not approaching no more. I'm done"? Like, if you subscribe to Solo TV, he's approached thousands of women. So at that threshold, if a man says, "Look, man, I've approached 2,000 women, I've got shot down 1,600 times." When do women say then, you know what? You can retire from approaching women because you done shot your shot so many times and got shot down so many times. You free to do whatever you want to do. If you want to holler, if you don't want to holler, it's completely your choice. You're done. You're done. Because see, everything has a threshold, right? And that's the thing. When it comes to brothers, it seems to be there is no threshold. There is no moment where people go, where the ladies go, you know what? I see your point. When it comes to dating, when is the threshold for a guy to say, listen, I went on X amount of dates that were unproductive consecutively. I went on X amount of terrible dates. I've paid for X amount of unproductive dates. I've paid for X amount of dates where women were just ungrateful or just use me to be a free meal or a free fun time. I've went on X amount of dates consecutively, and a woman has never returned the favor or tried to take me out or cook me a meal or do anything, for me. When is that number? Like when a guy says, look, man, I did this 25, 50, 100, 200, 400, 500 times, and I'm just like, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out of it. What is that number when women go, you know what? He did it. Like, he put in the work. He hit the number. Like, if he hit this number, like, we can't really say anything to him. That's enough. That's enough. Like, there is no, finite number, right? Guy says, I've spent this is what I've made in my life, and this is how much I've spent on women. I've spent 10, 20, 30, maybe 40% of what I've earned in some way on women, and this is what I've spent out, and this is what I've gotten back. When is the number to say, look, man, that these are the numbers, this is how it adds up, and I'm done doing it. It's not working. I'm not doing it no more. What number is that for women and even other black men who want to police black men? When is the number enough to say, you know what? He got that. Like, let you could be mad at them other guys, but let him go. He's done. He's done. Because if he hasn't got anything out of this, and this is what he's done, we can't hit him with that argument. because a lot of the arguments that I hear online, or the points I hear make, there's never this, when a guy has done enough, like if you've been friend zoned, you know, how many friend zone, how many times do you have to get friend zone to say, I'm done, I just vacation, retirement. Like I've been friend zoned 26 times. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Or I've been friend zoned 15 times in a row, and 12 of them came back and said they wanted to be my woman after they were finished with the guys that they felt like were the guys that they really wanted to be with. Now that I've been plan B option 12 times, I'm done. Like I can't. No, that's enough. When do people say, you know what? Yeah, I can't. We can't do nothing with that. Like he. No, it's just that's enough. That's when is enough enough? Because it seems like nothing. It's never enough with the men. It's never enough. Like how many times have guys been used? Look, I've been used this many times, and you know what? I'm just tired of being used. I'm not putting myself on the line. I'm gonna just do me from now on, because I'm getting used, and nobody's reciprocating. Or when I ask for somebody to do something for me, they don't do it. Like I've been used by 117 women, and I've gotten 14 women who say something like, I'm gonna return the favor. So I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this. It's almost 10-1. I just can't. No more. When is it good enough? When do people say, you know what? Okay, because you're not getting that. How many times, let's use like colorism, right? I've approached 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300 dark-skinned women. They don't want me. So, now I'm approaching women who aren't dark-skinned. When is that? Do the women who say, colorism is a problem, when do they go, you know what? He hit the threshold of dark-skinned women. He's done. Like, we can't hit him over the head with that. That he doesn't like women because of their complexions, when he's already approached so many women of this complexion, and we just said no. So scratch him off the list of a person who has his color struck. That's not what it is. For the guys, in another sense, I've tried to date these women over here, but these women over here don't care about me. So ironically, I just met a woman like, you know what? So I met this woman over here, and she cared about me, so I'm dating her. And how many women that had to not care about him justifies this particular woman who cares about him and him sticking with her? Because you could do better. Why are you not with somebody else? Why are you not? Well, none of these people care about me. I was dealing with, how many does it take? 30, 50 women that don't care to meet a woman who actually does, and to just be with her, and it be all good. Like, when is that okay? Matter of fact, how many women does it take to be a player? Like, when you say, you know what? they don't, I'm not getting anything out of these relationships, so I'm gonna go rogue and I'm gonna just use women to do me. Like, how many bad scenarios does it take for a man to just be a player, bachelor, and say, look, I'm just in it for a little sex and a little fun, because obviously, these chicks don't want nothing real because I've tried the real thing, and this is not what's happening because this is not what they want. So I'll try the fake thing and just be a hedonist. How many does it take? What's the number when people say, you know what? How many times does a guy have to, how many times does a guy have to try to marry a woman or propose to a woman or be married? How many times does a woman have to divorce a man for him to be free and say, you know what? He's off the list. He ain't got the, he's been married and divorced. He's had this many kids. The marriage failed because of this, that, and the third. He's off the list. He's off the list for having expectations that he need to do more for women when he's done everything that he on the list for this amount of time. And you know what? Now he's free to do whatever he want to do. How, what's the number for that? I clown with some of my homegirls about stuff like, like, I got friends who like, man, I'm tired of guys talking to me. Okay, well, check this out. If you tired of guys talking to you, right? How many guys, how many guys does it take for it to be you? Like, how many, if you get approached by 100, 200, 500, 1,000 guys, and you still can't find a decent man, at that point, could you say, you know what? These men could do whatever because out of all the people I approached, I didn't find nothing or I didn't choose nothing. So if they never talk to me again, it's a wash because I just didn't. I've had my fill of men who actually tried to holler at me. Now I hit the number where it's, I can't, that's enough. That's enough. Because women get hollered at all the time, right? So when is it a number where a woman could say, you know what, girl, I done got hollered at 500 times. They ain't got to holler at me no more. They don't. Like, I got these many likes and these many DMs. At this point, that's it. Like, I didn't hit the retirement age of approaches. And if I don't get approached no more, I can't say I didn't get opportunities. So now these guys can move on to another woman. Just saying, like, matter of fact, like, even if it comes to interracial dating, like, how many times does a black man have to be with a black woman and it doesn't work out to say, you know what, sister, look, I've dated black women for 5 years consecutively, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They just, now I think it's time for me to move on and try somebody who's non-black and see if that works. Like, at what point, what number is it like, you know what, brother, you got to go do you. Because if that's what you did, you didn't already put in the time and the effort and the work. And if it ain't working out for you, you got to move on. Like, at what point is it okay? Nobody can answer that question, and the ladies seem like they can't answer that question. And I'm just putting it out there. I already know, like I said before, ain't nobody asking for permission, but ultimately what's going on is, people are policing what black men need to be doing as far as dating and relationships, but nobody says, at this point, when this guy has done this much, at that point, that's it. Because there comes a point where you max out that all things have to come to an end. If you go to school, it ends at a certain. If you didn't hit so many hours, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? You didn't learn so many things, that's enough. You've hit a certain amount of money, that's enough to retire in it all. So what are the certain numbers and amounts where black men, where people, when a black man says, look, I done did this, and this. What is the number for brothers to say, look, I didn't hit this number, I'm done, I'm going to do me. When it's come to this dating stuff, I'm going to do me. I did all I could do. I hit the number on this one, 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 I hit the number on this one. Like, how old does a black man have to be to not be able to be held to a standard to have to take it anymore? Does he have to be, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You know, when he's 72, okay, you can finally be done with sisters that don't want you. I'm just asking. I'm just saying because, you know, interesting, isn't it? We out.